Even the more from out of life I say. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Giving a price, knowing exactly what their life is worth. Making the moves, day by the day that you know that we showing the proof. Step in the booth, flowing and jumping a way that there's nothing to lose. Making a choice all of the time, and it's me that walk in these boots. Looking for something to do and to know what it is when I'm seeking the clues. Look at this life, watching the way that it works, I see rules. Number one is when it's said and done, it's on you. We're bound to reap exactly what it is, it's our fruits. Microphones that hear the slaughter like a follow orders. Comprehensive with the words I know I'm here to mention. Bottom line, it's God above and made an intervention. Been around and seen the way he solved some situations. Mental fortitude and patience if it's elevation. That you care to reach, you came to breach the barriers. We're bound to cross a lot of borders like a harrier. And destiny's what you never get to hurry up. Yeah. Keeping it real, my friend. I don't want to tell them all the real I say.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, what's shaking, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the channel.
As always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. A becoming artist, man, you know what to do by now. Make sure you click the link in the description. We'll do a full song for you if you have a full song, or if you just want to be placed in front of one of our up and coming videos. We do about 60 seconds of your song. We can get that done for you as well. Either way, the information will be down below.
Yeah, J. Cole.
Yeah.
We doing Clouds. Shout out to everybody. I'm surprised that y'all are still, making requests and getting at us to get this song done. To this day, we are just being flooded like, yo, do the Clouds.
Where y'all been?
Where y'all been at? You know what I mean? Living.
Been working, man.
Handling business.
Been working, man.
So yeah, man, shout out to everybody that was consistently requesting for us to do this, man. It seems like some of you still are interested, because the reason why I say that is because in hip hop, if you like a day or two late, it's like, it's like an eternity.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, no one cares. Let's get into it, man. J. Cole, Clouds.
Might be smoking on something loud. Head to the clouds. I ain't been stepping out. Tired of sticking out in the crowd. This world is changing right in front of me. Gray hairs, I'm aging quicker than I thought I'd be. Straight up, 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 straight up. Please believe these flows teach egos to freeze and then reseed. I'm C4 beneath your Jeep. The second you turn that keyhole, the heat blows. Your weak flows right out the water. The father, boy, I work smarter and harder. My style got a restraining order. Don't bother, I charter unseen territories in order to push it farther than you that ever thought. I caught a lot of murder charges, turn artists to martyrs. When I rock, dot turns to goddess. Fiends turn to kings.
Yeah, he going crazy.
That flow's just prestigious.
Yeah, blow for blow.
My God, that's a continuation of that.
Yeah, he going crazy.
My God. Is J. Cole just like, man, I'm just going to continue to just grow and push myself and just try to be not only the best I could be, but the best to ever do this shit. It sounds like that, not to say he is, I'm just saying.
That hunger, though.
Right. The ideology behind it. Like, I'm just trying to push myself to be the greatest, man. This is the proof.
Yeah, he's gonna rap his way out the doghouse. Because he's in the doghouse.
I know, everybody.
Not for me. Not for me.
My family, as soon as I brought up Jay, because they know that I have a YouTube channel, and they
hit you with, oh.
Yeah. As soon as I brought that motherfucker's name up, I'm like, damn, is it that serious?
J. Cole.
Man, ever since he came out, he just went out the rap battle, man. I'm like, yeah, I don't fuck with him. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So my point, when you said that is like the truth.
Yeah.
That is how the streets feel. So that was crazy to me, man. Because I don't feel that way, and I just thought that was that. I think that's kind of bullshit, and I think that's unfairly justifiable for J. Cole, man. Don't try to diminish what he can do. So getting back to the song, man, I love the flow. I love what he's saying, man.
He cooking.
We
might have to start it back up.
I was about to say, can you start it back up?
Because, let's start that back up.
Because I want to catch some of these bars but the flow is what I was so enamored with out the gate.
Technically, he was in his bag, man. Let's start that back up.
Might be smoking on something loud. Head to the clouds. I ain't been stepping out. Tired of sticking out in the crowd. This world is changing right in front of me. Gray hairs, I'm aging quicker than I thought I'd be. Straight up, 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 straight up. Please believe these flows teach egos to freeze and then recede. I'm C4 beneath your Jeep. The second you turn that keyhole, the heat blows. Your weak flows right out the water. The father, boy, I work smarter and harder. My style got a restraining order. Don't bother. I charter unseen territories in order to push it farther than you that ever thought of. I caught a lot of murder charges. Turn artists to martyrs. When I rock, dot turns to goddess. Fiends turn to kings. Dreams turn to things tangible. My hands are full with grants I pull from stanzas. No, I can't go slow. I'm Sandra Bull. Either proceed with speed or don't breathe. Snow Creed, a color that won't heed to the warning. The planet to shake when I'm performing. Tectonic plates from a place with text on their waist. So stay safe or get left with chest on your faces. Death waits for your last breath. I'ma pass the test. Yes, I'm a master chef. Wanna taste and pay for it. They claim they're real, but they're seldom straightforward. The pain I feel on my frame gets transmuted to a dangerous flame. I spit fire at the devil while the angels sang. The flow changed, but remains the same. I'm plain Jane, out of chain on my neck, but shine like baguettes. Ashamed not to flex to rhyme like the rest. My mind's quite depressed if I don't write these. I'm Spike Lee at the audio. Back in my barrio. Parties got shot up, so I built up all my cardio. Dodge shells, collect coins like a Mario. But this is not a game, an experience. I'm serious.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up.
Woo-wee!
He killed that shit.
Yeah, he went crazy. He went super crazy on that.
My God, that flow was crazy, man. But let me talk about some bars real quick, man. The way he started this, man, when he said, please believe these flows teach egos to freeze then recede. Let me stop there for a second. So the way I'm taking that line is my flows are so crazy that other dudes that got crazy flows hear this shit, they stop and then get the fuck about the game. Like, man, I can to freeze and then recede. When he says teach egos, it's like taming you. Like, let me put you in your place, son.
That's right.
That's the way that sounds to me. I'm C4 beneath your Jeep. The second you turn the keyhole, then the heat blows. Your weak flows right out the water. Right? So that
turn your Jeep weak flows. You know what I'm saying? And just the internal sort of rhyme schemes in this are nasty. The syllable work, crazy.
I work harder, I work smarter and harder, right? It's usually like, you choose both. That's how the saying goes, right? You work smarter or harder. But he's like, I work smarter and harder, right?
Work smarter, not harder.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what they say.
Yeah,
right. Not or, right?
Yeah.
But smarter, not harder. My bad. Thank you.
But he says he does both.
Yeah, he does both. So I kill it, right? You know what I'm saying? My style's got a restraining order. Don't bother. That's crazy.
Don't even
right?
try it. Don't try
So
it.
don't even attempt to become, don't think your flow is even as close as mine. You know what I'm saying? Just get that all the way the fuck up out your mind. When somebody has a restraining order on you, it's so many feet away, right? Meaning it is so out of reach. You can't even come close. Thought that was cold.
Don't step past the gun.
Thought that was J. Cole.
And I'm gonna touch a line here when he said I caught a lot of murder charges and I turned artists into martyrs. I saw online that motherfuckers were saying J. Cole better not ever talk about who he can kill. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? You better talk about saving the world, saving the whales. Don't ever talk about artists you will ever kill again, right? That's the whole, you know what I'm saying? That's what people were saying. And I just
that's funny though, but I understand why they saying that. But that's funny as hell though. But not ever let that shit.
Don't you kill what? Yeah, we know you ain't doing that. You ain't shooting nothing. You ain't popping nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't letting nothing die. I'm taking that as J. Cole saying he just, in terms of just rapping, like J. Cole just went on a crazy feature run and he was rapping his ass off. On these tracks, I have shown over a long period of time that I can rap with anybody. I can get with anybody and rap with them. So I think that's where J. Cole is coming from. He said, when I rock, thoughts turn to goddess, fiends turn to kings, dreams turn to things tangible. When I rap, thoughts turn to goddesses. You know what I'm saying? Fiends turn to kings, and tangible things become tangible. Let me become a goddess. Let me become a woman that respects herself. You know what I'm saying? My music can influence fiends, to put down the drugs or whatever drugs you're doing. My hands are full with grams I pull from stanzas. No, I can't slow. I'm Sandra Bull. You know what I'm saying? What did he say? That to end it, either proceed with speed or don't breathe.
Yeah.
The reference to the movie Speed with Sandra Bullock. He said, "No, I can't go slow." In the movie Speed, obviously the bus couldn't slow down or something like that, from what I remember, right?
Yep.
He's saying, but I'm no Sandra Bullock. You know what I mean? Proceed with speed. I'm going full throttle. And just to touch the C4 line as well. When he said, "I'm C4 beneath your Jeep," he went up top. Yeah. So essentially, he's on a lyrical warpath that you can't stop. Yeah. And I'm not slowing down, and he hasn't slowed down for quite some time. I remember a tweet from J. Cole. He said something like the 2018, 2019, where he put out that tweet where he was just like, "Send me beats and I'm destroying them."
That's right.
And he ain't let up since.
Yeah.
So I'm saying he has not, you know, there's no slowing his speed. And Ryan, you said at the beginning of the video about J. Cole just, you know, getting better to the point where he could be the best ever, right? And we've talked about in other videos about J. Cole, right, and, you know, using writing drills, right? And when he says the flow changed, but Jermaine's the same, I'm plain Jane, and he had the necklace on, you know, like the flow changed. He's acknowledging. Like, yo, shit different now. But I'm still same old Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? I'm still Cole. I'm still gonna give you, you know, my philosophy, my relatability on life. But the flow has changed though.
Yep.
Like it's that acknowledgement that, you know, I'm in my. He's been saying this. Like, yeah, it's like I'm in my prime now. He said it's like if Jay-Z made Reasonable Doubt now or something like that. Like Jay-Z's critically acclaimed albums. Like if he made that shit now.
That was a hard line.
That was a hard line. It's like Jay-Z made Reasonable Doubt now. That's the type of time I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Benjamin Button. My flow was going, you know what I'm saying? It's aging backwards or whatever. Spike Lee in the audio, you know what I mean? Painting vivid scenes, right? You know, obviously Spike Lee is a famous, you know, movie director, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just he's Spike Lee of this shit. You know what I'm saying? The pictures he paints, the vivid imagery that he paints with his lyricism, right? Dodge shells, collect coins like a Mario. Obviously, you know, in the game Mario, there's literal shells, the Koopas or whatever the fuck they're called, right? They have shells and you got to jump over them, shit like that. And you hit the little box, you get the coins like Mario, right? Dodge shells, collect coins, but he's saying shells, gun shells, right? And he's getting money collecting coins. So there's the play there. Yeah, this verse to me was more about the technical aspect of J. Cole, what makes J. Cole great. I feel like that aspect of him, more so than anything I've noticed, that he's really honed in on the technical aspect of being able to put together complex, you know, multisyllabic rhyme schemes and alliteration, and you know what I'm saying? Like you could just hear the internal rhyme patterns in here that I think are at just a different level than they've ever been. You know what I mean? So I thought the technical aspect of that verse was cool. Content was whatever, but again, just the way he rapped that was excellent. Let's keep it going.
Change, but Jermaine's the same. I'm plain Jane, not a chain on my neck, but shine like baguettes. Ashamed, not a flex to rhyme like the rest. My mind's quite depressed if I don't write these. I'm Spike Lee at the audio, back in my barrio. Parties got shot up, so I built up all my cardio. Dodge shells, collect coins like a Mario, but this is not a game, an experience. I'm serious. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. Smoking on something loud, head to the clouds. I ain't been stepping out, tired of sticking out in the crowd. This world is changing right in front of me. Gray hairs, I'm aging quicker than I thought I'd be. I'm that bass in your trunk, the bullet that missed Trump, the gun that jammed, cause it seemed God had other plans. The son of man extending his hand, the son of Sam, and forgiveness for all of the homicides we witnessed. The over-dramatized, the traumatized with sickness, thrown in the pan and caramelized for richness, and served on a plate with sirloin steak to billionaires who don't care the world's gonna break. Long as they make money off it, pain brings profit. One man gains it, soon as the next man lost it. There's a bridge you can walk to hear God talk, but there were real.
Yeah, now this right here, that's what I was waiting on. There we go.
My God.
Let me add the technical aspect of what I do, but let me talk about something now. Now this is already on some other shit.
So the bullet that missed Trump, everybody remembers that, right? That polarizing moment that, you know, that he could have died, right? And then he said the gun that jammed, right? Because God had other plans. Divine intervention, man. That's what that sounds like. It sounds like, obviously it wasn't Trump's time. It wasn't, I think bringing it back to Cole, it's like, it's not his time, man. This is his time is now. But the Son of Man, which is Jesus, right? Jesus Christ, right? That extends his hand to the Son of Sam. Son of Sam was that polarizing freaking serial killer, right? You know, and obviously he did some horrible shit. I mean, a lot of homicides, which is what he said. But the way I'm taking that is when he says over dramatized and traumatized with sickness, he was sick. There was something wrong there, right? For you to go on this, you know, killing spree. You know, there's something wrong. But he's saying that God had other plans in his divine intervention. He's putting the Son of Man, Jesus is putting his hand on someone as heinous as the son of Sam. Is the way I'm taking that. And the way he rhymed that was so beautiful, man.
It was
from
crazy.
a technical standpoint too, right?
Right. While having, like you just said, man, now we have like content that we can sort of unpack a little bit. I think the first verse to me was more about just saying like, dude, which, you know, what do you say, Ryan? Which way do you want it? You know what I'm saying? You want to go technical? We can do technical.
Yep.
If you want to have something with real substance that we have to peel back the layers in and really, you know, that's thought provoking, here we go. Right. I do believe the theme is forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And they're over dramatized, they're traumatized with sickness, right?
Yeah.
So if anybody was traumatized with sickness, it would be my man at the Son of Sam. Like that is the epitome of.
Yeah,
so I'm willing to extend forgiveness to people who have committed the most heinous of acts. And when he says in forgiveness for all of the homicides we witnessed as well, like yes, he's talking about Son of Sam and him and the serial killer and being able to. I am that, right? I am. That is the mindset where I'm at, right? I am in a sort of I guess elevated point, right? I'm at a point in my life where I'm at a certain level of consciousness where I'm able to forgive just anyone, right? I'm willing to extend it because I understand the circumstances that we are not inherently evil, right? Because you would think that someone is a serial killer, man, that man is just pure evil. There's circumstances that have always led to these people creating these heinous acts, right? We're not inherently evil. You know what I mean? Everyone deserves some sort of grace, right? And I think he's also talking about, you know, dudes in the hood. For all of the homicides we witnessed, like, you know, all of the trauma, you know what I mean, that comes from where we come from, you know, I've seen it, you know what I mean, and I know he knows that firsthand. You understand how one thing can lead to another. You understand like a fatherless household, no guidance or whatever could lead to someone being the way that they are from these environments, right? So he's empathetic about that because he gets it. So he extended that to obviously the Son of Sam to sort of like amplify that point. But that's kind of where I feel like I'm taking it like Cole was in a place of his life where he's just evolved to the point where, you know, he leads with forgiveness. You know what I mean? If you think about the apology, I hate to keep going back to it, right? But to be able to do that, right, that couldn't have been easy for J. Cole. To apologize knowing, J. Cole was a hip-hop dude, knowing what was going to happen. He pointed out his dudes in the audience that
like, no, don't do it.
He pointed out to his boys in the audience, and they were in the background. He was pointing to, and they were like, no, I can't believe this dude is going to apologize. So he had all the peer pressure. He had the entire hip hop community, and he still said, you know what? I'm standing on my own principles as a man, and I'm going to say, that's my dude, man. I don't really have a real problem with him. And he saw where it was going. To be able to put your ego to the side, your pride to the side, and do something like that, he's shown sort of this evolution. We've seen this evolution, right? And I feel like, you know, a lot of times rappers say a lot of things, but you don't see that put into action. It's like when people talk about, this rapper's talking about what they live, it's really on some street shit typically. Like, we respect that. I respect J. Cole talking like how he really lives, though. We saw that. So I think that's how I'm taking all that. That line brought me back to the apology. So dope.
So I think essentially what he's saying is people in power, billionaires, profit off of lower class people, man, in various different ways, right? You know what I mean? But the way he said it, served on a plate with sirloin steak, that's like a delicacy meal, right? It's like, that's beautiful. It's like, I'm gonna tear that up. So that's the way I believe he's saying the way people in power, billionaires, look at opportunity that may cause pain for people that's not rich. Another way to look at that is behind every great fortune, there's a great crime, right? And the way I've always interpreted that is someone has to lose for this fortune. There's a great loss for this great fortune. You know what I'm saying? So one man's profit is another man's pain, you know? Right. So I feel like those are one and the same. And I think the way he rhymed that is beautiful. I could kind of go.
He literally said it. You know what I mean? As long as they make money off it, pain brings profit.
Yeah. It's like, fuck it. Who gives a fuck, right? You know what I mean? As long as I'm making money.
And then to kind of go even further with that, then he said there's a bridge you can walk to hear God talk, but there are real slim odds a rich man crosses. There's a bridge that's right there. You would think you would want to talk to God, but do you really want to be reminded about all the atrocities that led to you becoming a billionaire? All the people you had to step on, all the lives you had to ruin, right? You know, I'm already up, baby. I own everything. You know what I'm saying? Because greed, you know, I'm greedy. You know what I mean? I want it all. I don't want to talk to God. I don't want to be held accountable for the things that I've done, these atrocities, right? These great crime that I may have been a part of. So I thought that was really, really well written.
Love how he said the seed spreads like a weed through the mind's apple tree.
Dope.
It brings me back to Adam and Eve days where don't eat from the forbidden tree, right? Don't eat the apple, right? Because it's poisonous, right?
Yeah, let's pull it back, man. Yeah, he is going crazy
Yes, he
on this
is.
verse.
The gunna jam, cause it seemed God had other plans. The son of man extending his hand, the son of Sam, and forgiveness for all of the homicides we witnessed. The over dramatized, the traumatized with sickness, thrown in a pan and caramelized for richness, and served on a plate with sirloin steak to billionaires who don't care if the world's gonna break. Long as they make money off it, pain brings profit. One man gains it, soon as the next man lost it. There's a bridge you can walk to hear God talk, but there are real slim odds a rich man crosses, cause greed is a poisonous seed indeed, as it spreads like weeds through the mind's apple trees. I proceed with caution, and I'm not flossing. Unlike some, I'm not defined by my fortune, I'm defined by rhymes. Though I'm in my prime, there was times that I was down cause I thought I lost it, but no, lo and behold, as my poetry grows, I give all glory to God as the story unfolds, and the gray hairs that grow on my head will show. Ain't no time limit to get it, you ain't never too old, so keep hold of your dream, no matter how it seems. If you don't water your lawn, well then it won't stay green. I seen babies turn fiends, addicted to the screen. The dad shares, cashiers replaced by machines. Don't buy, subscribe, so you could just stream your content like rent. You won't own a thing before long. All the songs the whole world sings will be generated by latest of AI regimes, as all of our favorite artists erased by a screen from the wayside. Hey, whatever happened to human beings?
Stop playing with him. That was crazy.
So I feel it like that. Yeah.
Smoking on something loud.
Yeah, he crushed that. That second verse, though, is ridiculous, though.
Unlike some, I'm not defined by my fortune. I'm defined by my rhymes. I love that line right there, right? Because unlike some, I ain't gonna name no names. I'm not gonna.
The list is long.
Yes.
The list is long.
Though there were times that I was down and I thought I lost it. Lo and behold, as my poetry grows, you know what I mean? You get back in the lab and you work. To me, that is more, I know some people need that rah-rah speech. You need that, I am somebody, you know, but to me, get to work. Ain't no time limit to get it. You're never too old. If you don't water your lawn, then well, it won't stay green.
Tough.
You can get too old if you lose track of the dream. If you lose track of the focus, yeah, time elapses. It does.
You got to keep watering that lawn.
So you still need to have your dreams. And when he says water the lawn,
right,
you have to feed the dream.
You have to pour into yourself. Keep
right,
investing into that,
right,
into that dream. Yeah.
Love the way he said that. And then he said, I seen babies turn to fiends, addicted to screens. That no truer statement
the whole
has ever
AI
been.
regimes
Yeah.
and the baby addicted to screen. That part right there.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
You turn a fiend when you say a fiend, usually you're talking about a drug.
Drug
You're
addict.
addicted to a drug, right? You're addicted to this fucking crack or this or whatever case. But he's saying addicted to the screen, and that's so true. You're a fiend to it. And I think that doesn't just limit to kids. That limit extends to adults, and I mean, dude, screen time is a real addiction, bro. And I love the way
you're slave to the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
It's all, to me, that's about control. You know what I mean? When the way he ended that, he said before long, all the songs the whole world sings will be generated by the latest AI regimes. Then he said, whatever happened to human beings? You know what I mean? We're losing our humanity. We're getting lost in the algorithm. And the algorithm is sort of controlling us. I think he mentioned something about losing the value, like streams. Like we don't own anything anymore. I think there's, at this point in time in the world, right, there's a lot of major corporations that are buying up homes in major areas, and they're not even allowing those homes to be purchased. They're just large scopes of land that's just owned by corporations that you're only going to be able to rent. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, you ain't gonna be able to buy a house. You don't own anything. You don't own any DVDs. You don't own you don't own any music, right? That's what he touched.
That's what he said, right? Don't buy, subscribe, so you can just stream. You know what I'm saying? Your content like rent. You don't own a thing.
Yep.
Right? So to your point, right? Everything is recurring subscription now.
Yep.
You
don't own your house.
Slowly.
You don't own your music.
Yeah, man.
You don't own your car. You lease it. I'm already falling into a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
We all are.
You know what I'm saying?
We all are, man.
I'm like, damn.
We all are.
Like,
How much
okay,
is-
no cable. Okay, great. Nope. I got a subscription for Tidal. This and this and this. And
How
that.
much is Netflix now?
Oh man, it's insane. They're
like
about to go up
$26,
again.
right?
It's about to be 30. And I haven't even watched Netflix in like, but I can't get rid of this shit. I'm a
No,
fiend.
you can't.
I'm a fiend. I'm like, I'm like, you know what? This some bullshit, man. I ain't watched Netflix in 3 months and then they hit you with a movie or some shit like, damn, I gotta see that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Man, YouTube TV was $54 when we started.
yeah.
Shit ain't $54.
No,
now.
it ain't. Yeah, YouTube TV. And they getting rid of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more expensive with less options. What? So I think about this song and I think about, obviously, there's clouds, right? You see clouds in the album cover, right? And you see loud is emphasized, right? That loud is capitalized, right? And he said, I'm smoking up, you know, I think he said something about smoking loud, right? So when you think of loud, you think of like weed. You know what I mean? That's slang for weed. And he said, my heads are in his clouds and my gray hairs, this world is changing quicker than I'm aging quicker than I thought I'd be. Like, I just don't understand. You know what I mean? It's almost like a dude that is, transported to the future or something like that. And it's a future like he just doesn't even recognize the world. Like, I can't believe what's happening. And I feel like things, especially since COVID, everything is just sort of, I feel like we're in a weird alternate timeline or some shit. Like the things that has happened since COVID in general was crazy.
Yes, it was.
You know what I mean? So this world is changing quicker than I thought I'd be. My head's in the clouds. Like I think he said, like
We got world leaders arguing on TV.
Yeah, let's not even talk about the Zelensky. Yeah, fuck Drake versus Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Zelensky versus Trump was crazy, man.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like J. Cole is looking at himself as a young old man. Like it's a premature process. Right? Yeah, his gray hairs are coming in, but it's like this world is changing at such a rapid pace. Like, because of technology, because of these things, like he kind of brought it home. Whatever happened to human beings, like billionaires are controlling everything. Everything is going to be corporate. Are we even going to have a government anymore? Is it going to just be fucking hell Amazon? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything just seems is being corporatized and the gap in inequality in terms of wealth. So he's seeing all these changes happen and he's just like, yo, I don't even want to go outside. What did he say? He's saying, I ain't been stepping out. I'm tired of sticking out in a crowd. I don't even want to be a part of this shit. Yeah. Everything that's just transpired over the last 8 years, 10 years, or whatever, how long J. Cole's career has just been so drastic. And I'm just, my head's in the clouds. I'm just thinking about all these things transpiring. That's how I'm taking the song. Like
Yeah, me too.
maybe he's smoking weed. Maybe it's a cloud, like, I don't know, like an actual server cloud. You know what I'm saying? But these, like his head, like, again, that can be related to AI and all that stuff. But his heads are in a cloud. Like, I am just thinking about all these things, and I'm like mortified by what I'm seeing is happening and transpiring in the world. So that's kind of how I'm taking the song, man.
Don't you see the writing's on the wall?
Yeah.
Here's the what do you say all the time, George? What's the tide? The tide is coming, right? We could see that things are changing at an accelerated rate. So, how do we navigate that, and how can we right the ship, so to speak? If we can.
Yeah, let me make a public service announcement to all those, in the YouTube sphere, or beyond. Who knows? Well, you never know. You know what I mean? Where this content can land. J. Cole is one of the greatest rappers we have ever seen. He is a GOAT. And what do I mean by GOAT? I mean, whether you are number 1 or you are number 50, I think the top 50 rappers, not to say that you're not great if you don't fit within this, but I think the top 50, when you think of the top 75 NBA players, they have top 75, that means it's the creme de la creme of the creme de la creme, right? Mm-hmm. J. Cole, whether you have him at 1 or whether you have him at 50, is one of the greatest rappers that we have ever seen.
Yes, sir.
And he has earned the title of being in that big 3 because of the work that he's put in and the impact that his music has had on hip hop. You can never take that away from him. I don't give a fuck what he did with the apology. You can never front on him. And now we're seeing someone, and we've said it, and I feel like that was kind of been trendy now to say, we are seeing someone who has improved at probably the tail end of his career. I don't know, because he's threatening retirement, not threatening, but he's mentioned retirement. At the tail end of his career, we've seen someone improve and really invest in their craft. I think that this was beautiful, man. Yeah. And maybe 10 years ago, that version of George would have been like, we not even doing a reaction. Fuck that shit. Maybe that was the type of time I was on, maybe 10, 15 years ago.
I hear you.
But I'm older now, man, and I've softened up in my old age, man. And I just appreciate great rapping, and I'm not really getting caught up in the soap opera of what's, the purity of, he couldn't apologize and this, and I just feel like, come on, man. The bottom line is, if the man continues to make high level music, it will be, he'll be fine. Yes. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the fall off, and I think that Clouds, this joint, and Port Antonio is some of the best rapping that we've heard from J. Cole. It just is. Yeah. And we put up a post on Twitter saying family matters. Yeah, I don't want to go there. But I'm gonna go there anyway. A lot of y'all hated that, but it is what it is.
That was hilarious.
Like, it is what it is. That's just how we feel. We had Family Matters last year as our #1 song. That was just the song of the year to us. And we put Port Antonio was a close second. We had Like That at 3, guys, just so y'all know. Like
That was hard.
Like That was crazy. That was at #3. We didn't really get a chance to put a list together, but just so you know, we have our own sort of list behind the scenes that we would like to put in front of the scenes. But yeah, Port Antonio was right there. Some of the best rapping that happened all last year. You know what I'm saying? Came from Cole. So this man is solidified. He's a made man, as they say in the mob. You can't do nothing about that. You can't erase history, baby. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to add Travis Scott and get the fuck out of here, man. I like Travis Scott, but get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? If Future, Mr. Swag King himself, he cool and all that, but leave him over there with the hip hop entertainment dudes. But the MCs, you can never erase J. Cole from Big 3 conversation, man. Salute to Cole.
Yeah, man, that was hard.
Salute to that was worth it. That was worth being late on. Shout out to everybody that requested that. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas.
We are